Just another Magic Monday. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Magic Monday. First things first this week, I'm going to apologise for my dishevelled appearance and the bad lighting. I have not been well this weekend, still not feeling very well, but I am determined to get this video out there. I was going to do it every Monday and I'm not going to miss one.
Some chicken defrosting up there.
I'm not going to miss one. I'm going to push on through. So if I sound or look gross, then that is why. The lighting is bad because it got late in the day before I felt like I had the energy to make this video. So I hope you enjoy it. So today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I had a really fun time making the last 2 weeks, but this one's a bit more chill, a bit more of a sit down and chat to you video, just like my first one, and it's going to be all about Disney meet and greets. This is actually a video I've been quite looking forward to making. I think I mentioned in a previous video, I think my first ever one, that I have been lucky enough in my time to work with characters. Not necessarily just Disney ones, but I have worked with characters from all sorts of films and situations, and it's me trying not to say too much. So without disclosing too much, I've worked with some characters in my time, been really lucky, really enjoyed it. I love meeting characters, I love the whole experience of it. So I really wanted to make a video just giving some pointers to people. I've spoken to some people who love the idea of a character meet and greet, but they always say that they go really shy, they don't know what to say, they get embarrassed. And at the same time, I've spoken to some people who think it's a waste of time going to meet a character when you could be lining up to go on a ride. I disagree, and you will be converted by the end of this video if that is you. I'm talking to my husband. By the way, I am on brand today. I'm wearing a Mickey top. Oh, I should have ironed it. As I was saying, I have got some experience in this line of work, and it's really and there's some really easy tips to getting the most out of your meet and greet at Disney World, Disneyland, or any character meet and greet you ever go to. There are some really simple tricks and tips just to help you get the most out of it and not feel super awkward and like you don't have a child with me. Childless millennials. So first up, really simple one, but much easier said than done. Do not be embarrassed, okay? I know so many people have queued up for ages to meet a character and they're really excited and they're really up for it and they get to the front of the queue and they go to meet them and they just get so embarrassed. I get it, it's a kind of unnatural situation. Like, how many times in your life do you queue up to go and meet this random person? Please do not be embarrassed. That character is at that point in the park or wherever it is to do meet and greets. Trust me, if no one came to the meet and greets because they were too embarrassed, then I mean I can't talk today. That character is at that meet and greet spot to meet and greet. They want to meet you, they want to make your day, they want to give you an amazing experience, and if you weren't there to meet them, then they wouldn't have a job to do, essentially. So do not be embarrassed. The character doesn't think that you're weird for being there at a meet and greet to meet and greet them. So yeah, top tip for you there. My second top tip would be have something prepared to say. So if you're not a person that feels like you can just walk up to a character in a meet and greet and just start saying things off the cuff and winging it, then prepare some stuff to say. What film have you seen them in? Are they from a film that you've seen? Hopefully they are. You can talk about things in the film, other characters in the film. You could even tell them what you've done that day. Have you met the character before? I always think whenever I haven't met a character before, it's great to say, this is my first time meeting you, I'm so excited. And it just gives them something to sort of react off of. You'll often meet characters who can talk back to you. Sometimes the characters are saving their voices, or you might not be able to actually have a verbal chat with them. So when you go up, if you have something prepared to say, it really starts off that interaction really, and the character will be so excited that you have something to say to them instead of just walking up and being like, hi, cheese, bye. I mean, that's not what you queued up for like 40 minutes for, am I right? So yeah, I always think it helps having something prepared to say. Like I said, the movies are a great go-to. If I was going to go and meet Ariel, I would say, oh, you know, where's Flounder today? Is Sebastian out there? Like, how's he today? Or I would go with something like, oh my gosh, I've loved you since I was a little girl. Little Mermaid was like my film when I was little. I just wanted to be a mermaid. So things like that. Just an easy conversation starter, and it gives them that enthusiasm as well. I think, like I said before, you can get to the front of a meet and greet after queuing for that long, you just completely shut down. And you have no personality, and the character has nothing to work with, so... Yeah, so do not be afraid to talk to the character, even if they can't verbally talk to you back for whatever reason. They'll be giving you something back, yeah? These characters know what they're doing. They've been meeting and greeting for a long old time, so do not worry about that. Tip number 3, this one is connected to photos, okay? I know some people on Instagram are just amazing at getting character photos, and the best piece of advice I can give you for getting a good character photo is have a position planned, like have a photo idea planned. You'll probably make that character's day if you have like a different pose that you want to do. They're out meeting people for quite a long time and they absolutely love it, but it's a long day, it can get very hot, very tiring, very samey if everyone's just going up and standing and smiling and then leaving. So if you have an idea for a cool character pose, maybe if you are meeting Sorcerer Mickey, you can have like a magic wand pose prepared, or if you're meeting, I'm trying to think of the other one. Or if you're meeting Gaston in Fantasyland, you can have like a strongman pose, or you can challenge into a push-up competition. I've seen that online as well. A push-up competition, have your photo doing the push-ups. There's something that will make your photo really unique and really different and really fun, and most importantly, really natural. If you're having fun and doing something a little bit different and having a good time, your photo is going to look so much more natural. It's going to have such a better memory connected to it because your one was different and a bit more unique to everyone else's, and the character will probably remember it too. It's always fun doing a new pose for a new character. Any excuse to have some fun. My next tip, getting into a bit more difficult territory, is there are people out there, hopefully no one watching this video, but there are people out there that will be guilty of doing this. Especially as adults, you know, we're not as cool as kids, our imaginations don't stretch as far. Sometimes you can really ruin the magic for yourself. So my next tip would definitely be stay positive, be happy, like keep the magic alive. Don't complain if the line's a little long and get really like in your head about that. Don't start picking up on little things. Don't start ruining the magic by saying or thinking negative things about, oh, it's for kids anyway, or start commenting on things about the character that you don't think, that is not exactly what you expected to meet. All you're going to do is spoil the magic for you. That character is there to meet you, like I said, give you a great experience. You're meeting the character from the film. They are the character from the film. You wanted to meet them. Stay positive. Don't let anything spoil it. Don't let what other people say spoil it. Be polite to character assistants. They're going to be the ones taking photos for you. If you're rude and aggravated when you get to the front of a meet and greet line, all that's going to happen is you're not going to have a good time. You're meeting a person and you want there to be, in the short amount of time that you have to meet them, you want it to be as great as possible. So if you're hot and tired and aggravated by something, which I understand completely can happen to anyone, don't let it spoil your interaction, okay? Like I said, you're going to get out of a meet and greet what you put into it. So yeah, be positive, keep the magic, be excited and energetic and, you know, pumped to meet them. There are people behind you, there's normally loads of kids around, and if you're up there looking really miserable and poking holes in things and stuff, you could spoil the magic for somebody else as well. My last tip to meeting characters is a really important one that I wish more people did when I was working with characters, is that really take your time. I don't mean take the mick and be forever, but don't feel like you have to rush everything. If you want more than one photo, ask for more than one photo. It only takes a few extra seconds to take a second photo. Maybe you want one just you, and then you want one with you and your friend in it, or you and your mum, or maybe you want a picture of like a different pose. Don't be afraid to ask. You've spent all that time queuing, you get to the front of the line, you don't have to be in and out in 10 seconds. I know there's definitely a time bracket because they have to get through a lot of people, but don't be afraid to ask for things. Take your time. You deserve to be there as much as the next person. So yeah, you don't have to go straight up, take a picture and leave. Go up and talk to the character and give them a hug and have that little bit of interaction before you take the picture. Remember, it's called a meet and greet, not a photo experience. It's not just meet and have a picture. I don't know, whatever that would be called. I've confused myself, I'm very sick. You're there to meet them, and meeting someone isn't just getting a photo with them, it's having that experience. So do not be afraid to take your time, just chill out and enjoy that experience. And like I said, you will look back on the photos and it will bring back such a good memory. And like I said, it makes the character's day as well. It's a lot of people to meet, so if you can make your meet and greet memorable, it's going to be great for you and for the character. Yeah, it really is like the smallest, easiest things that can really make or break your character interaction. And I think it's such a fun thing to do in the parks. It's so different. It's what makes Disney. You get to go and you get to see these iconic characters from the films. And I, for one, was so excited. I've got a list of characters that I want to meet. And yeah, I don't just want a picture. I want to meet them and have fun. Those are my top tips. Don't be embarrassed. Have something prepared to say. Have some poses prepared for your photos. Don't be negative. Don't have negative Nancy's. And lastly, take your time, because you deserve to have a magical time meeting your favourite characters. I hope this video was really helpful to some people out there who maybe struggle with meeting characters, or if you don't, if you've had some amazing character interactions that you want to share, please do so in the comments below. It's always fun to see some new ideas and new things going up. I love watching them. I spend way too much time on YouTube watching character interactions when I should be doing more important things like housework and ironing the Shrinkly jumper. But yeah, as I said, thank you so much for watching another Magic Monday. I'm sorry it wasn't as energetic as other weeks and I sound like an old man. I'll be back next week with another video, raring to go. Hope you all have a magical week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, bye!